The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Thank you so much for joining us on tonight's edition of Today on One. Here are your top stories. Charmaine Saron's family to petition murder suspect's bail application. Etosha fishing employees protest against alleged ill treatment from management. Agriculturalist uses technological method to purify borehole water. And roundup, Business on One, Comments Corner, Sports and the weather. The family of the late Charmaine Saron is finding it difficult to cope with her death. This is after her body was found stabbed 24 times near the Hosiana Church in Windhoek in June this year. Following the suspect's court appearance, Sedi Narimas, who was speaking on behalf of the family, told Today on One that they struggle to accept Saron's passing and cannot sleep at night.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
Eric Uweseb, who is accused of stabbing the late Charmaine Saron to death, appeared in court today. The victim's family, after hearing the accused is scheduled to appear for an official bail hearing on the 25th of November this year, said they see no reason why he should get bail, as they fear for their lives, adding that the suspect knows where they live.
We are not coping. Imagine waking up with the thought that we have lost a sister, a friend, for the kids, a mother. It's very painful. There are days that we woke up with a voice that we normally heard, but now we no longer gonna hear that voice, and it's giving us that. It's actually building something inside of us which we don't want. So for us, it's very painful. Till now, we can't take it. There are days that we are still in our mourning process, because she was a lady, a very young lady. She was motivated. She wanted to expand this world. I don't know what happened. So I won't allow someone to just go out. Even now, he's having a free life in jail, because he's even now fat, he's eating, he's always on top. So I don't know why he's getting all those facilities.
The family further said that they will be petitioning the court on the 21st of November to make sure that Uweseb does not get bail.
We came here to the court to hear what's going to happen next, the steps that's going to take. The case was postponed to 25th November for bail hearing. What we are planning as a family is we want to do a petition, because we don't want him to get any bail. Because for us, as a lady, I feel it's not safe for me, for him to be in the community, especially for me, for my household, because he knows where we stay and he's going to come. So I don't see any reason why he should get bail. So I'm asking every young lady to stand up. This is what's happening to us women. As a community, let's do this petition. Let's show that we as women, women power must stand up. We have to fight for our rights. We can't let people to come and do what they want to us.
Saron's family say that they are still not coping with the death of their beloved one, hoping that justice takes its course. For Today on One, I'm Hendrina Kanyolo.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Do you have a license for this thing?
It's the OK Cross Country Birthday Trolley Dash, and you can stand a chance to win a trolley load full of groceries. Also save on Twitter soft drinks for just $11.99, Pasta Grande assorted pasta for just $12.99, and Jungle Oats at only $29.99. Only at OK. Owners you can count on.
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings at Clicks until the 5th of October. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Nivea Roll-On 3 for $63. And exclusive to Club Card members, buy Huggies Gold Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, now $231.99 per pack. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Workers from Etosha Fishing in Walfish Bay on Tuesday staged a peaceful demonstration against alleged ill treatment and unfair labor practices by the company's management. In the petition, they said that they were not happy with how the company handles their working contracts, housing allowances, and what they call the unfair dismissal of employees.
Viva for our money and Viva we are tired were the chants coming from the protesters in the streets of Walvis Bay during a peaceful demonstration this week. In the petition, they complained about the unfair dismissal of workers, insufficient housing allowance, and also accused the Etosha Fishing Company of not honoring their working contracts. Representing the workers, Justina Mpelele read the petition.
No work, no pay contract. Yes. System is not good for the workers. We demand the company to give us decent job, as required by the Namibian Constitution and the Labour Act 11 of 2007. We demand the company to pay us during the whole period of contract, which is 12-month contract. We are also not happy with the company management, the way they pay our housing allowance. Our housing allowance payment is different every month because the calculation of housing allowance is paid per hour. We work and not fixed like in the past. This is unfair labor practice. We have a serious problem and we cannot afford to pay our accommodation, particularly for the month that we are not working. We are being chased away by the railroads if we did not pay for our accommodation. We are demanding the company to pay our housing allowance in full every month, just like other companies in the fishing industry. We also demand for the reinstatement of Mr. Peter Muhongo, who was dismissed unfairly. Sometimes the company dismisses the workers unfairly, particularly when the company failed to notify the workers to report for the duty. The company requests the workers to report for duty from the company shutdown by sending a message to their cell phone number. And if the message did not reach you and you did not report for duty, then the company will dismiss you.
The managing director of Etosha Fishing, Nazette Bekers, received the petition and said the company will review the document and provide feedback within 10 working days.
We received your petition, we will review and go through it, and will revert back to you as requested. Thank you.
The workers, who were represented by the Seamen and Allied Workers Union, further called on the company's managing director and human resource manager to resign with immediate effect.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Cross & Blackwell Tangy Mayonnaise for only $36.99 or Coup Baked Beans in tomato sauce for just $12.49. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Prevent cramps with Fabufarm's new MBA Cramp Stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Fabufarm's MBA Cramp Stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps with a full month supply of capsules. It's Fabufarm's new MBA Cramp Stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
Pep has sunny savings on sandals. Babies and younger kids truckers, a super low $49.99. Super cute, super cool. To see more, step in store. Life's better with Pep.
An agricultural engineer at Dynamic Water Solutions says in an effort to build a greener future for Namibia, their company uses technological designs to purify water and improve soil quality. Today on One spoke to the company's engineer, Gerson Ninda, this morning at the opening of the Windhoek Agricultural and Livestock Show, which will run until the 3rd of October this year.
According to Ninda, the borehole pump on display at their stall actually purifies the water as it is being pumped.
It's a practical demonstration of a pump in a borehole. So what it does is it's actually pumping water out the borehole. And as you can see on the outlet, it's pumping water through your pipeline now, where the outlet is. That one is far advanced. So it's a Lawrence pump from Germany, but it's also being supplied here. So what happens is the pump comes with a float switch, water level probe and a water level. So what it means is normally with boreholes, you do not want to be there 24 hours to switch it on and off. So what will happen is once the water pumps to a certain level, you do not want to pump air. So what you will do, the water will cut. Or say there's a blockage somewhere and the water comes back. So it has pressure on the pump. The pump will just automatically switch itself off. And for the boreholes as well, we provide reverse osmosis. So meaning if your water is a bit salty or has a lot of calcium, known as calc, we can have it run through our reverse osmosis systems to have it either drinkable or for your irrigation to whatever needs you want it for. As you see in the world, we are trying to go green. So we are also following that lead. All our material that we use and what we supply are to save water for the environment. It's also environmentally friendly. And we also have some soil moisture probes that I forgot to mention. They also have an agronomic support system, meaning if your soil is dry, it will tell you and alert you on your phone, so you can be mobile with it, and you can alert people where your site is if you are gone. So we are very versatile in what we do, and we try to provide services to our best abilities.
Furthermore, a laboratory supervisor with a water treatment company called Heat Exchange Products, Hendrik Opperman, shared that water purification is important, especially with drip irrigation systems, as the sodium in soil particles mixed with water can corrode or clog pipes.
For agriculture, we are not that much yet, but for water supply, all the equipment that's necessary. That is something that we can definitely look into. I think we are really much interested in that, so it is still a sector that we need to develop in.
You, as well as animals, need water to survive. Even the plantations, you need water. And for you to get that one is first the ball needs to be drilled. Unfortunately, we do not drill balls, but we can direct people to the correct persons who drill the balls. But we do supply all the material for the balls. That, as I said, is the mono pump systems, the solar pump systems, and then your electrical pump systems. Your electrical pump systems, it's less expensive, but the same. You have to pay for electricity every month. Your solar is very much expensive when you buy it at first, but on the long run, it runs on the sun, so it becomes cheaper for you.
Another agricultural exhibitor at the show, Julio Flashman, displayed locally produced organic flour, explaining that the product is grown in the northern part of Namibia and processed in Windhoek.
It's an organic whole grain flour. It's high in energy, high in fiber. It has also other minerals that are good for your blood circulation. It's produced and processed in northern Namibia, and then it's processed in the capital city. It's still in the homegrown phase, so we are looking to expand, just looking for more investors, and we hope that the showgrounds is going to help us get more investors, because that's what we need to grow the business basically and grow the economy, our own home-based economies. When you go into like supermarkets and stuff, you see a lot of products that we can actually produce on our own, or that we already produce on our own, but usually when we produce it, it's just for our own home consumption. So a lot of that means like a lot of money goes to outside companies that are doing what we can do for ourselves. So we're just trying to combat that and just show that it's possible basically.
Flashman said that farmers should view each other as a family that shares knowledge and exchanges ideas and experiences, and that Windhoek Show is a good platform to show solidarity in agricultural networking.
Back in the day, Susie's phone used to ring like a hotline. She was the most popular girl in town. But since she did not register her SIM card with her mobile service provider, her phone does not ring anymore. She has tried to get something similar. She has tried this and that number, but it has never been the same. So now, she has a reputation of being a number hoarder, instead of just registering her SIM at her mobile service provider and keeping her number. Excuse me one sec. Hello? No, this isn't Susie. Have you tried her other number?
Don't miss out on important communications like Susie. Register your SIM to keep your number. Visit www.cran.na.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
Kick off with the biggest character deal, only at Pep. Babies' tees and vests, only $39.99. Kids, just $44.99. Buy any two and score a saving of 10. More deals, more fun in store. Life's better with Pep.
In other leading stories, the Namibian police force has sent out a statement expressing concern with the increase in robbery cases where individuals are targeted and robbed of their belongings and in some instances, serious injuries inflicted on victims during the attack. NAMPO referred to the most recent incident circulating on social media in which a female was attacked and robbed of her belongings on Tuesday this week at 6:05 in the morning while crossing a riverbed in Simbabasia. They cautioned the public to be vigilant while the police force intensifies its crime prevention operations, and victims are urged to report robbery cases to the law enforcement for investigations and identification of robbery-prone areas. They gave the below tips. Avoid places, times and circumstances that create a risky situation. Know the neighborhood where you work and live. Always be aware of your surroundings. Stay in well-lit areas as much as possible. Avoid riverbeds, bushes and passages where it is dark. And last but not least, attract help when in trouble or danger by either screaming, yelling or running to safety.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial star 130 star 780 hash and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding VAT. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Huggies Dry Comfort Nappies Value Pack for only $159.99 or 3 kg Sunlight Hand Washing Powder for just $79.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Nivea Pearl and Beauty with pearl extracts for soft and beautiful underarms. Your trusted deodorant with the perfect balance of protection and care. Enriched with the power of pearls. Nivea Pearl and Beauty for soft and beautiful underarms. New Nivea Pearl and Beauty Black Pearl coming soon.
Time now for some business news. Namibia Breweries Limited Managing Director Marco Wenk says the company recorded just over 3 billion Namibia dollars in net revenue for the year ended 30 June 2022. NBL also recorded an operating profit of 667 million Namibia dollars, which is an 8.9% increase compared to the previous financial year amongst its performance.
Wang said the volume growth is due to Windhoek and Heineken, which are exported to South Africa, coupled with sound cost management, delivered strong results for NBL despite a drop in Namibian beer volumes. Beyond South Africa, Tanzania remains the NBL's largest export market.
The economy in general is still challenged, and specifically when it comes to consumer spend. Volumes, although I think from a Namibian perspective, remain very stable. I think there are obviously some challenges that we had within Namibia that impacted Namibian volumes. South Africa, on the other hand, however, obviously had a great run, some good volumes that were sent down to SA, and overall our volumes increased with 12% for the financial year. Consumer trends, something that we naturally always stay very close to, shifted during the financial year as well, specifically when it comes to the occasions where consumers do consume, and obviously also where they do buy product. And I think I'll share a bit more on that later. Volumes to South Africa, as mentioned, showed excellent growth. And we basically increased our volumes to SA just shy of 61% during the financial year, which I think is a great achievement, and also a hell of a lot of work that went in from a supply chain perspective to ensure that we are able to meet the demands for NBL product volumes in South Africa. Net revenue year to date is up with 14.1% to prior year. Our operating profit is up just shy of 9% to the previous period, and profit after tax for the year increased with just shy of 43% from prior year. Predominantly, again, because of the improved performance of Heineken South Africa, but also because of sound cost management with NBL.
The company's finance director explained that beer volumes in Namibia declined due to COVID-19 restrictions at the beginning of the 2022 financial year, further stating that NBL continues to be well positioned to meet the volatile demand curve in production volumes to South Africa, where its Windhoek brand has a significant opportunity for growth.
Overall volumes increased by 12%, and the makeup of that is essentially a 1.1% reduction in Namibia volumes, which I think links back to Marco's comments on the pressure we had in the Namibian market, especially in our H1, and then that really had the influence there. But then again, brilliant volumes to South Africa. I mean, 60.6% increase, and the combination of that and, of course, price of our product led to an overall increase of 14.1% in net revenue. So during the year, with the cost pressures that we experienced, price increases were necessitated. So they contribute to that higher than volume increase and net revenue increase, as you see there. And also, again, a higher than expected, not too bad, but higher than expected excise increase we experienced in March. Overall operating profits up 8.9%. Question why not in the same range as net revenue. The one thing is our proportion of South African volumes. Obviously, we sell into the South African market at a transfer price within our arrangement with Heineken South Africa. So there we have a predominantly higher volume of non-returnable product that we now sell in our mix, and that obviously then leads to a reduction in our GP profit as such. All right, so that's why profit is up by 8.9%. But still very healthy growth under the current circumstances.
NBL is listed on the Namibian Stock Exchange with the Old Harbour and Lease Group as its largest investor, and the company employs 760 permanent employees.
The clock has struck for your daily business and financial news update. Brought to you by The Brief.
David Nuyoma, age 59, is retiring from the country's biggest pension fund, a satisfied man. For 10 years, he led the government institution's pension fund, JPF, with distinction and he is leaving the institution with a smile, having successfully turned around the fund. Under his watch, the fund grew its asset base by nearly threefold, from a mere 50 billion Namibia dollars in 2013 to the current 145 billion Namibia dollars plus. The affable executive's employment contract was due to end this December. However, the board extended it for 6 months, a time when he will also turn 60. Nuyoma, who joined the fund in January 2013, has made himself available to assist the organization in molding his successor, saying this process is likely to begin anytime soon. The Bank of Namibia has announced plans to review its legislative framework to create a suitable environment for the central bank's digital currencies and virtual assets. This comes as several countries like the United States, the United Kingdom and South Africa, among others, are already working on plans to herd the public into digital currency controlled by central banks. BON Governor Jonas Kavahab said the relevant prudential regulators are working on regulating virtual assets and developing a framework for virtual assets and virtual asset service providers. He added that the BON and NAMFISA have formed a technical committee to develop a prudential licensing and regulatory framework for virtual assets and virtual asset service providers.
This was your daily Namibian business and financial news update. For in-depth stories, read more on thebrief.com.na now.
This is my favorite gear. Nivea Men Black and White Deo, with 5 times Deo action to protect you and your favorite gear from stains. Try SA's #1 anti-stain deodorant.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings at Clicks until the 5th of October. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Nivea Roll-On 3 for $63. And exclusive to Club Card members, buy Huggies Gold Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, now $231.99 per pack. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Cross & Blackwell Tangy Mayonnaise for only $36.99 or Koo Baked Beans in tomato sauce for just $12.49. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial *130*780# and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding VAT. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world. Nivea Pearl and Beauty with pearl extracts for soft and beautiful underarms. Your trusted deodorant with the perfect balance of protection and care. Enriched with the power of pearls. Nivea Pearl and Beauty for soft and beautiful underarms. New Nivea Pearl and Beauty Black Pearl coming soon.
Children of less educated mothers are less likely to complete school compared to children born to educated mothers. They also have less opportunities to improve their lives because they lack the level of education that would have allowed them to compete successfully for jobs. This is according to Susanna Hangula, the Rab Youth Foundation Regional Public Officer. Lindsay said, the children from less educated and less fortunate families are adamant to make a success of their lives. Sebi said 2 of her sons went through to university while she was a domestic worker. Eva does not agree with the statement because poor parents often put in extra effort. Tapelo said, this is the sad truth because they struggle to improve marks since parents cannot afford. Namupa said this is an insult to mothers. Barzio said only those born after independence can agree with the statement. And that's all from Comments Corner. Please continue engaging with us on our stories for broadcast only on Today on 1.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
Pep has sunny savings on sandals. Babies and younger kids truckers, a super low $49.99. Super cute, super cool. To see more, step in store. Life's better with Pep.
Prevent cramps with Tabby Farm's new MBA Cramp Stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Tabby Farm's MBA Cramp Stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps with a full month supply of capsules. It's Tabby Farm's new MBA Cramp Stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
Do you have a license for this thing?
It's the OK Cross Country Birthday Trolley Dash, and you can stand a chance to win a trolley load full of groceries. Also save on Rama Original 70% fat spread for just $22.99, Tastic Rice for just $29.99, and Sunlight 2-in-1 hand washing powder at just $54.99. Only at OK, owners you can count on.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Huggies Dry Comfort Nappies Value Pack for only $159.99 or 3 kg Sunlight Hand Washing Powder for just $79.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway. Only at Spar.
Nivea Pearl and Beauty with pearl extracts for soft and beautiful underarms. Your trusted deodorant with the perfect balance of protection and care. Enriched with the power of pearls. Nivea Pearl and Beauty for soft and beautiful underarms. New Nivea Pearl and Beauty Black Pearl coming soon.
Now let's cross over to the sports desk with Castro Lumbu.
Good evening and welcome to Sports on One. I'm your host Castro Lumbu. They have done Namibia proud and had an insightful experience doing so. 7 learners from the Kwisebmon Secondary School at Walvis Bay had a surprise welcome upon their return from Botswana, where they represented the country at the International Cricket Council Women's Under-19 Cricket World Cup Africa qualifiers. They shared the experience they had abroad with Sports on One. Namibia played 5 games and managed to win 3 out of those 5 to make it into the top 3, beating tournament host Botswana as well as Sierra Leone and Uganda in the 3rd place playoffs. As the 7 of the 15-member team returned to their schools on a red carpet, Naomi Benjamin narrated their first ever World Cup qualifier tournament experience. Benjamin said that the weather played a huge role in the results of the tournament.
My name is Naomi Benjamin, and my teammates and I are very grateful and honored to be given the chance to represent our country. The experience was very amazing, although the sun we weren't used to the sun as it was 36 degrees and all that. We enjoyed our game, although we got 3rd place. We were aiming to be 1st, but yeah, we're proud of our achievements. We played 5 games against other African countries, where we won 3 games against Botswana, Tanzania and Sierra Leone, and the other 2 games we lost against semi-finals against Tanzania, and then we fought for the 3rd place, which we won against Uganda.
Kwisebmon Secondary School cricket coach Leslie Nwirab was proud of the girls' achievement and recalled the journey of the girls' cricket careers.
All of them started in 2014, 2013. Ever since then, we have got girls playing cricket at our school. Some of them are done already. They are also part of the junior teams, national teams, as well as the senior women's national team. Now, this team joined us, most of them joined us 4 years back, and some of them came in between. So the whole group, ever since under 13, under 17, they are together. It's a national team as well. And we have 2 players, Mesali Kurasas as well as Nikolai Motile. So they are part of the senior national women's team. They went to Netherlands and to Germany between June and July. The rest of them joined them in South Africa where they went for preparations towards the World Cup qualifiers. So first they went to South Africa, all 7 of them as part of the under-19 team. And when they got back here after a week or 2, then they went to Botswana for the World Cup qualifiers.
Despite missing out on a World Cup spot in 2023, Namibia still has the highest wins of the tournament with 6 titles, followed by Uganda, Kenya and Nigeria. Thank you for watching. Catch us again next week for more updates on Sports on One.
Thank you, Castro. Up next is the weather forecast.
A look at the weather forecast. The interior will be partly cloudy and warm to hot in the Zambezi and Karas region, with a few odd showers in the extreme southwest. Elsewhere will be sunny and warm to hot. Windy weather will persist in the interior. The coast will be partly cloudy and mild. The wind moderate to fresh southerly to southeasterly.
come to the end of tonight's edition of Today on 1. Don't forget to catch the Omnibus tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. From me, Isai Sipunga, and the rest of the team. Till next time, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Catch no feelings. Mama Tongas are the MVPs. Correct. We shine bright like a diamond. Moving on my specs, boys. Correct. Coach chicken in my MVPs. For 20 we are by the screw. Correct. Second to me levy, Baba. 20 years in the game, Baba. They thought we gone, but we came harder. Made some moves to make and one. Tell us down and stay in your lane. Kappa Kutini Pangaripi. Tell us down and stay in your lane. Kappa Kutini Pangaripi. Tell us down and stay in your lane. Kappa Kutini Pangaripi. Tell us down and stay in your lane. Don't clash. Don't clash. Don't call this a comeback. My Tonga family are now on Maybachs. Maluma the cool cats. Shout out to the fuck. Don't call this a comeback. My Tonga family are now on Maybachs. Maluma the cool cats. Shout out to. Just check it, a kitty cat. R.I.P. my homie, the biggest cat. Oh, let's check it, a kitty cat. R.I.P. my homie, the biggest cat. What's up? Don't clash. Immortal. 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 Double clash, immortal. Just so. Just a bit of the cup, I'm going to Wamba. Tongo. Just so. No. Come on. I do it again. Just up. Just so. Just a bit of the cup, I'm going to Wamba. Tongo. Just so. As a in the star of Tondesa. Tongo, you are the best. I like you, MVP. Just say correct. Our players don't catch no feelings. Mama Tongas are the MVPs. Correct. We shine bright like the diamonds. Moving on my specs, boys. Correct. Coach, you can never MVPs. For 20, we are bad as crew. Correct. Don't clash. What's up? Don't clash. Don't clash. Don't clash. Don't clash. Immortal. Don't clash. Immortal. Don't clash.
Currently we are in the Dorop National Park. This was only established in December 2010 to protect certain areas around the town of Swakop and Walvis Bay. Today what we have here is our horses' graveyard, and the beginning of this story starts in the year 1914. The South African military issued 30,000 animals, horses and mules, to help with the handover process from the then German Southwest Africa to British Southwest Africa. So these horses were sent up with soldiers just to make sure the handover process went smoothly. So a lot of the horses were sent overland from Pretoria in South Africa all the way up here to Swakopmund. Some were sent by ship from Cape Town up here as well. And then further, they were sent overland from here all the way to Korup, which is near Etosha National Park. They had an extreme drought in that year, and they could not actually feed all those animals in that area near Etosha. There was just not enough food available in the bush. So what they actually had to do was send a lot of the horses back to the coastline here. It was actually easier to bring fodder, food, by ship from Cape Town to Swakopmund to feed the animals here than to find available food anywhere in the bush. The animals that were sent back to the coast here actually were kept at a horse station a couple of kilometers from Swakopmund town. In that area, the horses contracted a disease which comes across in horses or horse family. The disease is known as horse influenza, and it is also dangerous for human beings, they realized later. They sent a message back to Pretoria, to the magistrate, to please send their vet, the state vet, to assist with the situation here in Swakop. Halfway through their ship journey, they actually hit a sandbank in the south of Namibia, and they managed to wreck their ship. That gentleman and his crew were only brought up by another ship from Cape Town a few days later. And by the time they arrived back to Swakop, the public had already decided to take matters into their own hands to protect the colony. They were not sure if the people would arrive. So what they did is they brought all those sick animals into the desert here, and one by one they proceeded to each give a horse and mule a headshot, and they buried them out here in mass graves. You can actually see on the skull here the bullet where it penetrated. So if you look at any of the skulls in this area, you will notice that each took a headshot. But very interesting as well is you can see the lichen that has formed on the skull. You can see they've been here quite long. They do get buried by sand periodically. It gets opened up with the predominant southwesterly winds. And that is the only reason that you can still see all these bones intact, is because they were preserved under the sand. If they were exposed to the elements throughout the time, it would have actually broken down. This gravesite specifically here goes about 200 meters in a long line. It's about 1.5 to 2 meters deep, 1.5 to 2 meters wide. And this is only one of 3 sites that we have in this general area. And between those 3 sites now we have 1,000 695 horses, and 944 mules, which were exterminated over the process of about 3 weeks in 1915. So that's just over 100 years ago that this history took place here.
We took it all away with the help of a lot of friends, lot of fans. We took it all away with a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters.
I say that we took it all away with a lot of mics, a lot of studio sessions. Took it all away with a lot of shows and misunderstanding, yeah.
Make paipo chimocha zinare naro pia chipanga no matiko kona karare ya matimbo yanje tumbo nopo katike pito wanapo da matimbo yanje tumbo kenda sonjalo hape jokoloto napa tushita make paipo chimocha zinare aduru mbiskiti le shizo momatare ya mwamime ina mdimbwa nje ya mkesha emela nula isambo no madimbo kono njarango ndaziburuka nilimo ningogo distori na tereka sotwaya mepenya simbuko tulimo nawa sotwakalika tuningini maya tumebra minding our business maitinga kwetu andera kwani mu makumbaka getwangeka mukangalo takatiku chasina tukiva mebra demanding our business.
Now we start to turn up the tune for the fans. Daddy dance up. Send a motion that can go mask up. Inspiration, the generation.
Exit motion, give us some more. Oh, why you sound so low? Exit motion, give us some more. Oh, we want some more. Hapa tuchita make paipo chimocha zinare. Narobia chipanga no mativo kona karare ya matimbo yanje tumbo nopo katike pito wanapo ya matimbo yanje tumbo ngenda sonjalo hape jokoloto nopo tushita meke paipo shimosha sinare adulu mbiskiti le shizo momatare ya mwamile ina mdimbwa nje yankesha emela nula isambo no madimbo ngongo onjarango ndadimburuka nilimo ningogo Fico